What's up, y'all? So I am a part of a couple of Facebook fitness groups, and I was just kind of browsing through one just now, and I saw that somebody asked a question to the effect of how long does it take to show muscle definition with quote good nutrition, steady workouts, weightlifting, and cardio. And so, what is the answer to that? How long does it take? So you probably already know the kind of answer I'm gonna give you. It depends. It takes however long it takes for you in particular. Think about this. And this is the hardest part about this whole fitness thing, especially when you're wanting to change your appearance, you want to improve your physique and whatnot. It takes time. First thing is, it depends on where your starting point is. So, for example, if you are, say, I just use me as an example. I'm 6'2" and I'm right around 180 pounds. So a healthy weight for me is anywhere between, I want to say about 140 to, matter of fact, I'm not going to even guess. So I'm going to use the BMI um chart, body mass index chart, and just kind of see right here live what this says a healthy weight is for me. So at 6 feet 2 inches, let me zoom out of here. This says that a healthy weight for me is anywhere between oh man, that's in kilograms. Oh, okay, in pounds. Okay, so about 140, 145 um to what's this? About 190, about 145 to 190 pounds. So if I wanted to get lean, for me, I believe to get like peeled, as they say, like, maybe about below 10% body fat. For me, I probably have to lose at least 10 pounds. Okay. And that would be me lifting heavy weights. That'd be me, doing my high intensity cardio like I do, and probably reducing the amount I eat, maybe narrowing my eating window a bit, reducing my carbohydrate intake, and I could get there. But if you are 6'2" and let's say you're obese, and they say you're obese starting at about 230, so you're 6'2" and 230. Keep in mind that BMI is a faulty. It's a faulty measurement because I don't know. Michael Jai White, the martial artist, really muscular guy. I think he might be about 6'2" and 230, but he's very muscular. He's not obese at all or even overweight. He's just very muscular. But anyhow, that person, it's going to take them a while. It's going to take them a while, a lot longer than me. So whereas me to lose 10 pounds, I believe I could do it definitely within 3 months. Definitely within 3 months. Now I'm talking about 10 pounds of fat. So I would really have to like dial in. I could probably do it in 2 months to be honest, but that's me being really, really focused. But for a person to get from 230 to about 170, what's that? 60 pounds of weight loss? Yeah, 60 pounds of weight loss. So that's not going to be 2 or 3 months. That's probably going to be 6 to 8 months, and that may even be being generous. So as far as how long it takes, it really depends on where you're starting, and it depends on how dedicated you are, how dedicated you're willing to be on your journey. The hardest part is the wait time. That's the hardest part. When I was doing this bodybuilding.com used to have this competition. A matter of fact, it's funny. I have the shirt on. Um, what's it? Transform for Life challenge. When they did that competition, they were looking to see who could change their body in like 12 weeks or something like that, like noticeably. And I was participating in that challenge, and um, I got to my leanest. I was right around 10% body fat. Now, for me, that still was, you know, I was more defined, but I wasn't as defined as I wanted to be. But long story short, that was over 12 weeks, and I'm trying to think about how much weight that I actually lost. But the point that I'm making is it took weeks and weeks of being consistent, but then also reaching plateaus and then having to tweak so I would go down more. But it's a long process, man, or it can be. This is why, and I'm actually going to conclude the video with this. This is why the most important thing you need to do, especially when you're trying to modify your physique, your body composition, the most important thing you can do after you set the goal is to not necessarily focus on the end goal, but to focus on developing the routines and the habits that'll get you there. Now, of course, you have to tweak along the way, but sometimes thinking about the goal so much can be detrimental. That's what I've learned in my own life because you'd be like, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But if you really, really lock in and change your habits, because here's the thing, a lot of times we think that we're making changes and we're kind of not. We're being too generous as with ourselves as far as like what we're doing and not doing. So we tend to give ourselves all this grace, like, man, I was consistent, I was this, I was that. You'll reward yourself, but what it actually means is you're not really being consistent. You're not actually being consistent. You're not actually doing the things it takes. So if you can really focus on truly locking in new habits, that means you make some hard decisions, um, and not really focus on the time it takes. You will notice over time that your body will change, and you'll even kind of forget, and then you look in the mirror or look at the way your clothes fit, and you'll be like, oh, so that's really the thing. Like, that's it. That's it. Try not to worry too much about how fast stuff comes. I get it because I've been there and I still kind of like have to pull myself back from that sometimes. But it's the truth. Try not to focus so much on how long it takes. Just focus on after you set the goal, develop the habits. You may monitor yourself over time, maybe weigh yourself no more than once a week or, once a month or something like that, once every 2 weeks. Use tape measure, take pictures, but just lock in on those habits. Okay. And once you do that, that means that you are kind of really setting into becoming that kind of person who gets those results, if that makes sense. Okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and have a good one. If you're 35 to 50 years old and wanting to lose weight, get stronger, and become more athletic, but you keep finding yourself hitting roadblocks like aches and pains, stuck at the same weight, lack of motivation, even wondering if your fitness goal is impossible to reach, I got something for you. My exclusive fitness support consists of my daily fitness mindset mornings every weekday morning, where I teach you the mindset that fit people use to achieve high levels of health and fitness, and where you can ask me your specific health and fitness questions so that you can finally get unstuck. You also get access to my video workout library, as well as my fat loss workbook, fitness journal, and other helpful fitness related downloads we have available on our Patreon. If that sounds good to you and you're ready to change your mind so that you can finally change your body, your health, and your life, join us now at patreon.com/Shawn B2B Fitness.